All right, I'm sitting here with an amateur boxer, Caleigh Swart. Welcome to SA Boxing Talk. How you feeling? Because you've only been in amateurs for a short period of time.
Feeling a bit tired today. Just got back on Sunday. Had the South African National Boxing Tournament last week. But yeah, just need a rest this week. But feeling good, feeling strong. Got the gold and best female elite boxer of the tournament as well. Which was fantastic. It was an unbelievable tournament. 3 hard days of fights, back to back, and just fought with all my heart and the skills, and it was amazing.
How does it feel being in the amateur system, let's say, for less than a year and already being a gold medalist?
Sure, still hasn't quite processed. Still taking it in, I guess. I had quite a bad adrenaline dump on Monday. Just all the emotions, the weight cut, and the fights. I haven't done something like this in ages, so it was a big adjustment to the body. I don't know how it feels. I think I'm quite proud of myself actually for doing so well in such a short space of time.
Yeah, because a gold medal. How many fights did you have to win en route to the medal?
I won the gold on my 7th fight. So it was my 7th amateur fight.
Have you had a loss? So what's your record?
Yes, I had one loss. The Western Province tournament. I fought in a division higher than what I currently fought in. It was a unanimous decision. I think it was 3-2. So yeah, it was very close. Very close.
And then now, since then, have you got knockouts? What's break down your record for us?
No, so it's not many knockouts in women's boxing. It's just work rate. I think my style is I've got a very hard work rate in round one, and it seems to just break down my opponents. And once my opponents I can see they're fatiguing or they're breaking down, and that's when I implement the skills. Head, body, angles, and combinations that they just can't react to. That's generally what's worked for me so far. So just keep sticking to it.
So one of the things I actually spoke to Matt about before this is that you weren't picked for the team and you won the gold medal, which is quite controversial because it's not the first time this happened. It actually happens quite a lot. What's your thoughts on this process?
So the team was announced about a month ago, and I hadn't been initially, so I won districts and then lost at the Western Province, finding out my weight category. It was very frustrating. I was pushing, trying to get onto the team, a wild card. Unfortunately, just didn't get picked in the initial stages, and then found out on Monday night that I could go as a wild card. Last minute decision from the Western Province team, and thank you so much for them for giving me the opportunity to go through. So flew up immediately Tuesday. I had to cut 3 kilos in 2 days, and maintain the weight cut throughout the tournament, which was just brutal. But it was awesome. It was a great experience though. Yeah.
What did you do for the weight cut? Obviously amateur and professional is different because at amateurs you got to actually, be able to fight shortly after a weigh-in.
Yeah. So when I found out on Monday night, I quickly went into a sauna, and then it was just reducing water intake and also food consumption, and then hot baths. So 15-minute hot baths, jumping out into a sauna suit, under a blanket, and you're just repeating the process. Every morning we do a check-in at the tournament. I was never on weight when we did the check-in. Always had a couple of grams that I had to cut. So that meant put the sauna suit back on and then tracksuit and run around the venue for another 30 minutes, running, skipping, just trying to sweat it out as much as possible. And then I'll do official weigh-in and just make weight.
Do you see any of your opponents doing the same thing?
No.
So do you think that coming into the tournament, maybe they were on weights and everything already? I know that cutting weights obviously like a hectic in the professional industry, and in amateurs it's a minimal thing because you don't want to be outside your weight division. But your opponents, were they in the same fitness level as you?
This tournament was an eye opener for me. The opponents that I fought before were nothing like what I fought now in the tournament. It was faster. They were more experienced. The punches were harder. It was just so yeah. The athleticism was definitely there.
And where do you see yourself going from here? Because I mean, being a gold medalist, I know that a lot of boxers do want to rack up the medals and work towards big amateur competitions. What's your goal?
Sure. I'm 30 this year already. Long term, definitely want to go pro. But this.
Is it long term, short term?
Short term. It's discussions that I need to have with my coach Matt. What's the next step? I would like to fight for my country as a South African boxer, but just to gain more experience in the amateur level. But I do know time's running out, and pro is obviously more. It's more sustainable. The paychecks and everything else that comes with it. Amateur right now it's difficult. I'm a full-time salaried employee and still trying to fit the training in and still work it's quite a lot. And I think it'll be very different when I turn pro.
What do you do as an occupation?
I'm a tax consultant.
Okay. So how does that work with the boxing industry? You just come and you're going away, hitting those numbers, and then you come back here and bash brains out?
Yeah, well, I mean, sure, on Monday I could hardly work. My brain was still foggy and just fatigued. My whole body was fatigued. But it's fine. It works for you. It works for me. I have a very awesome boss, amazing boss, sorry. Monday when I found out I could go, I said to him, look, I've got this opportunity. Like, he says, book the ticket, go. So thank you so much. And then flew up Tuesday. It was amazing.
Well, thankfully, you came back with the gold. It wasn't just a waste of time. You went there, you got the business done. So I'm sure everyone at the office was proud of you as well.
Oh, I mean, yeah, so proud. They know it's my passion, and they love hearing the stories.
Who's your inspiration in the sport?
My teammates.
Oh, okay.
My teammates.
All of them?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't really have anyone that I look up to in terms of like Floyd Mayweather, Clarissa Shields. I mean, these are all amazing boxers. Lomachenko, like, he's also one of my favorite boxers. But I don't see them as, or Katie Taylor, I don't see them as boxers that I want to become. Yeah. Or like have a photo of them on my wall to say, wake up, this is who I want to be. I think who I want to be is be myself, but I find a lot of motivation every day when I come to the gym, when I see my teammates training. It's an inspiration for me.
I want to go back to one of those questions when you said short term, long term, because I don't know if people actually heard me on the mic. Do you think it'll be next year? Or do you think it'll be a year after that? Like, what's your mind telling you?
To turn pro?
Yeah. I know you said you wanted to represent your country, but I mean the window period is quite.
Yes. So Olympics is in 18 months' time. I would love, if that opportunity came, I would love to definitely do the Olympics. It's 18 months. I think to turn pro after that would be like perfect timing. But if it's not the case, then probably maybe another. Honestly, I'm just thumb sucking here. 6 months to a year in amateurs, maybe even less, and then turn pro. But like I said, it's something we need to chat with Matt. See where it is. I mean, women's boxing is growing. It's becoming so big across the world.
Especially in the UK, though.
In the UK, it's massive in the UK, and there isn't anyone in South Africa in women's boxing that's made a standout name for themselves. And I think I'm going to be that person. So we just need to game plan, see where it goes. But we don't want to rush it. We don't want to rush becoming pro too soon either.
Alright, well there we have it. I mean, your obvious goal is to go to the Olympics and then become a professional and win belts. What's a world title? I mean, I'm assuming.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely get some belts.
What weight division would you be as a professional?
So I'm currently featherweight, 57. I mean, I could go down lower if I need to, if I get the right nutritionist and I mean, I've got all the right training here. I've got the strength and conditioning coach, the physios, the coaching from Matt. If I get the right nutritionist and game plan everything, I could definitely think I could cut down to 50, 54, 57. Yeah, we'll see either or.
Right, so we look forward to seeing that. And when will we see you back in the ring again? What's the timeline for that?
Box up.
This one now in Pretoria?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to be there. I'll make sure.
Yeah, box up. We're still, hopefully today will be 100% confirmed, but it was confirmed before I left. Yeah, excited to get back in the ring then.
All right, fantastic. I'll see you then, and all the best for that. Until next time. Joe, anything you want to leave us with?
No, all good, yeah. Just, yeah, thank you so much for coming out and giving me the opportunity to chat to you.
Absolute pleasure.
Cool.
All right, cool.
Thank you, Hayden.